My name is DM Fitzgerald. I am the creator of the Mper Adventure. This episode's going to be kind of short, but we are going to do a lot of things in it. We're going to talk about the creation of the Mper universe, as well as the creation of the Chaldite religion, which is a established religion on the world that most of the characters know, and it actually has a lot of bearing on what's going on in the Civil War. But first, let's talk about the creation of the multiverse that Mper exists in. There used to be just this big cloud of chaos, and there were no laws in this cloud of chaos. Time ran different directions. Sometimes it ran different directions at the same time. Creatures that were incredibly powerful could destroy creatures that weren't incredibly powerful. There was no death. Some things would come back from the dead. Some things would die when there was no reason. So in this chaos, a group of creatures called the Heralgi, also known as the dead gods, decided they didn't like all this chaos. So what they did is they put a barrier up in the middle of the chaos and basically said, okay, everything on this side of the barrier is going to stay the same. Everything on this side of the barrier is going to change. First of all, there's going to be some rules. And rule number one is time is going to run in one direction. Second rule is the creatures on this side are going to know death. Now, they may be very long-lived, but eventually they will die. And the other law that's really important that they put down was the law of powers. And what that was, it meant that a super powerful creature can't go around killing creatures that have no chance against it. A god can't just destroy a man unless that man has the ability to fight back. So, of course, the minute the barrier was put up, all of the creatures on the other side of the barrier tried to crash through it. One of them succeeded, a creature called Yelg Semeth. And when it crashed through the barrier, it took a lot of power. And it realized that it was dying because there's the law of death on this side of the barrier. So it realized it was dying. So what it did was it took its power and it split it into two pieces. Its sons, so to speak. And one of them is a creature called Smigoth, and we'll have an entire episode of him some other time. The other one was called Snargasi. Now, Snargasi really was still too powerful for this side of the barrier, but there really wasn't much that could be done about it. So Snargasi kind of like wandered around and found caves and swamps, and he decided that he really liked swamps. He also discovered the first visitors to the continent of Avalon. It was a group of Samis true mages, settlers who had just settled on this part of the world. And this really kind of interested him. So what he did was he went and grabbed one of them, and he got her pregnant, and she had his son. And then he decided he was done with her, so he killed her. And right there, of course, you see the issue. He abrogated the law of powers. So the dead gods descended down, grabbed Snargasi, and ripped him into two pieces. One of the pieces they tossed into the swamp. The other piece, the power that was contained in that piece, they gave to the woman that Snargasi killed. The woman known as Madalena Chaldisaya. And she became the goddess Chaldisaya. And that's how that happened. And until next time, I give you the day.